Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as we get into the latest before Champions League night all kicks off. Manchester City versus Real Madrid. There used to be a time where we look forward to who Chelsea are playing, but that's not been the case for a little bit, and right now it continues to still remain that way. We'll see. But that's not going to stop Todd Boehly from doing what he's got to go and do. And what do I mean? Well, let's get into this. Here's the latest on Todd Boehly. Before we get on to the latest on Enzo Maresca, let's start off with Todd. Here it is. So Chelsea co-owner Todd Boehly has bought a minority stake, 49%, in the Nottingham-based 100 cricket franchise Trent Rockets for almost £40 million. So, Todd Boehly is now minority owner. Minority, I mean close to basically just standard co-owner, 49%. And I'll explain, because Trent Rockets are one of the franchises or companies that are in the 100 League. The 100 League is a cricket league based in England. It's a new league. It's a league that was meant to have been launched pre-COVID. And then after COVID, they postponed. And then after COVID, they ended up launching in 2021. And now, all the franchises, teams, companies, whatever you, I mean, some of them are actually down as just companies, which tells you what's happening here. But the ECB, the cricket board in England, put out a consultation at some point, and there was an agreement put in place where all these franchises will be majority owned by the counties that they are in. 51% will go to the counties that they are in. I think there's some other split shares there. But 49% minority share of each of these franchises, clubs, companies, whatever you want to call them, would go out to private investors. So the ECB basically put it out there going, private investors, come and bid. Come and play your game, right? And there's been bidding wars, there's been all sorts going on, and there's been other clubs, franchises, companies that have been taken over by other investors. There's one that was taken over by, I think, a tech billionaire, and there were some other investors, I think even from India, because the IPL is massive over there, that had come in and bought minority shares in a few of these clubs. And now Todd Boehly he nailed off some other competition that were trying to acquire the Trent Rockets, and he ended up winning. So he's now got 49% of Trent Rockets, and that's Todd Boehly. So I want to say two things in relation to this, because you're probably thinking, Younes, why are you talking about cricket? I'll mention two things. Firstly, number one, I dare anyone to tell me that Todd Boehly loves cricket. Anyone. Oh, he's a massive cricket fan. I will severely doubt that. Severely. But there's a big financial investment opportunity here when we're talking about this brand new league with these franchises at these prices, because at these values, it's a new league. It's going to grow. There's other investors coming in, money being put in. The league's going to grow. And then what happens when things grow? Eventually, values go up. And if he wants to sell, he'll get profit. So, if anyone's trying to tell me that he's doing it because he loves cricket and he wants to win in cricket, then again, I've got a beachfront resort off the Thames to sell you. Second point is at the journalists. Because it's funny, not too long ago, days ago, Todd Boehly was talk of the town, right? Talk of the town. And we heard about the whole Vivid Seats thing. I'd spoken with Johnny about this multiple times, and we'd all referenced it in our videos, and the Chelsea Supporters Trust spoke about it. And off the back of that, in line with that actually, the Telegraph, the Daily Mail, and the Times all reported it. And then off the back of that, the CST went on to TalkSport and they spoke about it and all sorts, right? Today, Todd Boehly, in the news for this, acquiring 49% of a cricket team, all the big journalists are talking about it. All the big pages are talking about it. Everyone's pumping it out. But when it was Vivid Seats, where were all the big journalists? Where was Nizar Kinsella? Where was Ben Jacobs? Where was Fabrizio? Where was all these other guys? Where were they? About Vivid Seats. Where were they? Didn't hear anything. They've proven today that they've all got an ear on Todd Boehly if they have to report something on Todd Boehly. But when it came to that, him being on the board of directors of Vivid Seats, we heard nothing. That being a conflict of interest, we heard nothing. An owner of a Premier League club on the board of directors of a site that encourages touting, we heard nothing about that. But he acquires 49% of a cricket team, everyone's talking. Journalism is in the bin. Real journalism is in the bin. And if we're talking about real journalism, right? Let's talk real journalism, shall we? Here's the latest brief. I told you yesterday, we're going to change it up on here. We're going to call things for what they are. Here's the latest brief. Simon Johnson saying there has been no suggestion Chelsea's hierarchy are disappointed with what they have seen from Enzo Maresca so far. And to add to this, there is no suggestion the hierarchy are disappointed with what they've seen from Maresca so far. This season is viewed as a 2-season season due to the Club World Cup. Maresca was also handed a 5-year deal, unlike Pochettino. Where have we heard this before? Where have we heard this before? Oh yeah, Graham Potter and Pochettino, didn't we? Oh, they're not under threat. No, not under threat. Especially the Graham Potter one. Do you remember that? There's full faith in Graham Potter. He signed a 5-year deal. He's not going anywhere. Straight after, yeah, mate, you're gone. Pochettino, we heard whispers, and then all of a sudden, his performance will be reviewed at the end of the season, to which he was dismissed. Now, there is no suggestion that the hierarchy are disappointed with what they've seen from Maresca so far. Okay. That means, that's code, right? That is PR for, get ready, Maresca is being lined up to be the fall guy. When results go left, and we reach near the end of the season, and it gets to a breaking point, and the club's like, oh my God, we got to do something. All right, quick, get rid of him. That'll get everyone to shut up. Like I've said before, Maresca's not the main issue here. Never was. Never was. And for the good that he brings, and for the bad that he brings, because let's be honest, there's been some goods during the season, and most recently there's been one real bad that I'm just like, I can't believe I've heard this from a Chelsea manager or Chelsea head coach. Getting knocked out of the cup, but it's all right. We've got Premier League and Conference League. That's fine. That hurt. That stung me. Personally, that stung me. But it's not him. They'll get rid of him as the fall guy. Don't worry, they'll get the next puppet to walk straight through the door. He's the one that said, oh no, I wanted Felix. To then saying, I don't miss Felix. In the space of 48 hours, he said those two statements. What? You know, if you said something a month ago, and then you change your mind on something, all right, fair enough, yeah? 48 hours, say one thing, and then all of a sudden, I wanted Felix. It was my decision. 48 hours later, no, I don't miss him. I don't miss Felix. We were right to get rid of him. What? We know it's not true. We know you're basically a mouthpiece for the people upstairs at this point. You just want to go along with what you have to say. And now they're lining him up perfectly. The PR is starting to get put in place. Yep. If something goes wrong now, yeah, make Maresca look bad. Push him to the wolves. Stick him in the fire. Go on. Yeah. It's all right. Got to put him in. Someone's got to go in there. It's not going to be us. Yeah, throw him in there. We saw it with Potter. We saw it with Poch. We're seeing it again. People are not falling for PR anymore. We're not falling for PR anymore. And we will, look, I will, as well as many others as well, are going to continue to mention this. Because the moment we stop, It's the moment that the club think, the fans are cool. The fans they've bought it all. They've bought it all. They believe it all. No. Relentless now. They're relentless with the PR. We're going to be relentless with the anti-PR. How's that? Well, I am anyway. I'll do my best. I will do my best. At least at that point, my conscience is clear and I'll be able to sleep at night. No problem. At least. And what is this, by the way? What maths is this? A 2-season season. Who speaks like this? This goes to show you this is a brief. This journalist did not pluck this out of thin air. He was given this. Simon Johnson did not pluck this out of just, I'm just going to say it's a 2-season season. This is what he's reporting. From where? We know where the PR stems from. A 2-season season. Why? Because there's a Club World Cup. What, like you didn't know there was a Club World Cup? All the club have basically been propping is that we're going to be in the Club World Cup. And now all of a sudden, because results are not looking good, no, but it's a 2-season season. Also getting us ready for next season to be an absolute shambles. And there's already an excuse in place. Don't worry, it's a 2-season season. There's a lot of tired legs. We don't have a choice, guys. Come on. They are going to find whatever they want, whatever they can find, just to get fans to pipe down and to appease them and to make everything look like, it's okay, we've got this excuse. Look at this. This is why, guys. This is why. Accept it. I ain't accepting anything anymore. I'm done. Finito. Like I said, anti-PR. They want to be relentless with PR. We will be relentless with anti-PR then. Anything that comes our way. Hey, Todd Boehly owns the Dodgers, right? You know what a home run is. Out of the ground. Well, Todd Boehly wants to get into cricket now, doesn't he? So, unlike when these lot walked into football and they didn't know that 4-4-3 wasn't a formation, I want to educate them on the little cricket that I know. When you hit the ball and it goes across out of the boundary, right? It doesn't hit the boundary, it goes past the boundary. That is called a 6. It hits the boundary for 4. If I'm correct, I'm correct. If I'm not, cricket fans, let me know. Hits the boundary for 4, goes out for 6. Yeah? When the PR comes our way, out for 6. Got a 6. That's it. No one's catching that. Give me the 6. Anti-PR. Relentless. That's what we're going to do. That is what we have been left to do now. Because if not, this nonsense is going to continue and we're going to keep turning in circles. I'm not doing it anymore. This is ridiculous. A 2-season season. Who speaks like that? The maths isn't just not mathing. The maths is not even a subject at this point. This is pure nonsense. A 2-season season. Talk about excuses. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. And whoever wants to buy this nonsense, good luck to you. Good luck to you. But I ain't buying anything from these lot anymore. Simple as that. There's no excuses for what's going on at this football club now. No more. This is why Blueco, pack up your bags and sell, as far as I'm concerned. Which again, they can do. And if you want to go into depth, I've done a video with Johnny over on his channel about that. We go into depth. And a call to the journalists. If they can't sell, show us where. Tell us. Tell us and show us where it says they can't. We go into detail there. So make sure you head over there and have a look. Man United. Different problems, similar direction. Here it is. Exclusive coming out tonight. Manchester United are set to make 100 to 200 further redundancies. Planned move comes amid further cost-cutting following Ineos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe arrival. The aim is to increase funds for the first team. What? I'm sorry, but this makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. You're telling me cutting 100 to 200 people is going to fund a transfer budget for Manchester United? Are you high? Are you high? How much are these lot getting paid? They're not exactly getting paid 20 grand a week, are they? What are you talking about? 100 to 200 people that are getting paid what? £10 an hour. Work that out. If the normal employee over there is making even close to 30k a year, yeah? Let's call it 30k a year average, because they're definitely not making more. What? Everyone's on 50k a year? Pfft, in your dreams. In your dreams. But let's do average. 30k. Even average 40k. Let's bump it up. 40k average, yeah? There's some that's more and some that's less. 40k a year average. You get rid of 100 people. You're alleviating 4 million for the year. That's 2 transfer windows. You're telling me that's the transfer budget for Manchester United? Come on. Do us a favour. Do us a favour. Even 200 people, bump it up. 40 grand a year average, or for everybody, 8 million. That's going to be helping funds for the first team. In today's climate, where everyone's fee is super inflated. Come on, man. All these people getting their jobs cut. All these people losing their jobs, their livelihoods. For what? And I want to point something out here. This is important. This is very important, because there's people that are believing that this is just strictly only Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos. Have people forgotten the Glazers here or something? I want to make that point. I'm not Man United, so I would like to put the question out there. But as the way that I'm seeing it, from the outside, Jim Ratcliffe isn't majority shareholder here. Jim Ratcliffe isn't the one to sign off on everything, is he? The Glazers are, surely, especially on the financial side. We were told Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos were to come in on the footballing side with 25% of the share. So what are the Glazers doing? Just chilling and watching it all happen? No. I don't believe that one bit. These lot are the front guys, the front man. Glazers are getting away with murder as far as I'm concerned. That's the way that I see it, my opinion, from the outside looking in. It's like everyone stopped thinking about the Glazers here. If this is the setup, they are getting away with loads here. And people are putting everything on Ineos and Jim Ratcliffe. Not like they're innocent. They're definitely a part of it now, for sure. But to make it look like it's them completely, do me a favour. Do me a favour. Man United fans might want to listen to what the 1958 are saying. And if you look at the statements that they've been putting out, the 1958 supporters group, they are on one. They are seriously on one. So I'd recommend, for the greater good, not just of the club, but these lot have football's best interests at heart in terms of what these owners are all doing to these football clubs. This isn't just a Chelsea matter either. This is a football in general in England matter of where things are heading. And this is just one of those things here. So all of these need to be made clear. All of these need to be highlighted and spoken about, and eyes need to be opened. So terrible, absolutely terrible, embarrassing, and yes, thoughts go out to all those that have lost or are going to lose their jobs. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Subscribe, notification bell on, and I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new one. Look after yourselves. Take care, people, and peace.